Hey. There it is with the hey. Every time I say hey in a certain tone, Winston barks. So I haven't done a get ready with me in a while, and I thought it might be a good, just setting up a cute little area here. I thought it might be cute to do a little weekend get ready with me. Summer is almost gone, which I am very, very, very sad for. I'm also very sad that how hot this gets. I had a pretty bad burn with it just last week that's finally healing, and I am no stranger to burns, but let me tell you, this one I was like, is this gonna leave a mark? And can't really see it, but it started to crust off. Gross. But I was like, it's gonna be there forever, so I am very cautious of where I'm placing that right now. So, summer skin. We had kind of a shitty July, and just with everything going on and what's open, what's not, where you can go, where you can't go, it just hasn't felt like summer vibes, you know what I mean? But nonetheless, I have been milking and spending time outdoors as much as I can, and really trying to work on my tan. I am probably gonna look like a ball sack when I turn 90, but I don't hide from the sun. I'm like out there tanning, getting everything, but I do make sure that I hydrate, mist, moisturize, serum, vitamin C it, and so far so good. So usually for my summer kind of look, which is a little bit more dewy, a little bit more simple than my winter, I'm using a lot more cream products that I think also, just having more dry skin, I should be using more of anyways, because it works really well with my skin. So I just prepped the skin with a little bit of toner by Lush. You guys have seen this one before. It's won't focus, but it's the Breath of Fresh Air toner. It smells so good because I'll tell you what it has inside. It has aloe vera, rose, patchouli, rosemary, and it's got more things, but I'm trying to see what gives it its nice smell. Cooling aloe vera, soothing rose, and clarifying herbs. So good. It's just like, you know what it kind of reminds me of, but not quite? The MAC FX spray. I think I might get that one next, but that one's more of like a setting spray, and this is a toner. So I washed my hair yesterday, and it doesn't translate to photos or camera the same way it does in person, but in person it's very beachy, wavy, so I'm not going to go into it too detailed today. Like, I'm not going to section my hair and curl each section. I'm probably just going to see naturally where it's going, and then I'll just like add a curl in the more flat areas. Just because I straightened it last week. I also dyed it and don't want to put too much heat on it, you know? So now I'm going to go in with the Fresh Face Instant Glow Luminizer. Again, you've seen me use this before. I'm running out like at a fast pace. It's like all of a sudden everything was like gone. So I need to do a serious haul at Sephora and also just update my beauty products, because embarrassingly I think a lot of it has gotten old. There's a lot of stuff in my drawers that I don't use, that I haven't used, that I probably won't use. So I want to kind of clear that stuff out and make space for some new things. I feel like I'm at a spot where I kind of know products that I'm gravitating more towards, but I do struggle with the foundation. Now I'm going to go in with the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer that also has highlight in it. So yeah, I didn't talk about this at all. So the Fresh Face is, how depressing. The Fresh Face is, you can wear it on its own. It gives you a nice little glow that looks like it comes from the inside out. There's no coverage in it. They used to have, I don't know if they still even carry this, but they used to have like a silver one and a gold one. And I just always gravitate towards gold. So I went with the gold shade. Really, really good. Great on vacation. I think I took it with me to the last trip I had, which was Cuba. So it was lovely. It's like you just dab some on here, and it's really hydrating too, so bonus points. Fresh is another brand that like you can't really go wrong with, in my opinion. So now I just put about that much worth of the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer, and I'm gonna go in with the Beauty Blender, just because I'm actually going for a more natural look, but I just want to even out my skin complexion a little bit, which I feel like a facial and the right products would do, which I need to get on. That is going to be winter goals or New Year goals. Find a clinical beauty regime that I do, you know, whatever, however many months, every 3 months, 6 months, whatever. I feel like most of my concerns lay in evening out the complexion, because back to what I said earlier about me not being afraid of the sun, which is, I know, highly controversial, is that I am getting a little bit of sunspots. So I just want to even that out. Dark circles, maybe just little like pimple scars, and resurfacing, I guess. So I gotta find a good fit facial that can do that for me. So yeah, I still like when little freckles show. This is just like something I developed, but just, yeah. Also, usually I'll have a darker base, but because I wasn't really out and about too much this year, I feel like my tan I'm rather white. I'm like the whitest I've been during the summer ever. So with that now, I do want to add some color to my face, and I'm going to go in with the Tom Ford Bronzing Powder. Kind of a fave. It's very subtle. A little, yeah, that's the color. I went through a phase of exploring and experimenting with Tom Ford's products. I'm a big fan of I was introduced and I couldn't find it, so I settled with this. It was like a duo pack. It was a contour and a highlight, and it was cream base, but they didn't have it at the location that I was at, and so I just settled with this, but it was great. It was great. It's subtle, but it makes an impression. And again, there's like a little bit of glittery golden specks in there that I love. This is always the part that I have to be cautious of, because from here I go into very quickly a not so natural look anymore. It always happens after this step. And usually with my more natural look, I want to keep the eyes at a bare minimum. And because I usually go in with the bronzer on the eyelids, I just start building and building and building. I'm like, oh, I could use a little bit more eyeliner. Oh, let me do a nice natural French girl little liquid eyeliner there, and then it just turns into this whole glam look. But yeah, so I just kind of go in there, and I really want to mimic all the areas the sun would hit. So it would be this area, and the next step is the step that's gonna really do it for that. So it gave my face a little bit of shape, a little bit of depth and dimension, and yeah, just some color. So this is the summer weekend look. I gotta remind myself. Yeah. So just fan it out. I'm sure at some point I just like the way this feels, and I'm not actually doing anything, but there you have it. So we're not quite done with the bronzer. I'm sure that I'll use it. So now I like to go in with the blush, and I'm going to use this one by NARS, the Maui. It's, I don't know if it's the right shade for what I'm going for, but it's all that I have at the moment. And I like to use the MAC brush in 170, just because it has that beauty blender sort of feel, but it really applies quite well. So I just go in here. So the reason this shade is probably quote unquote not the shade that I'm going for, but might work with this natural look, is because I think it's a little bit too rich and a little bit too wintry. However, if I had more of a tan, I think it would give me the desired outcome. Whereas now I just feel a little bit, I don't know, maybe I just don't know what I'm talking about, which is also entirely possible. So with the blush, with some of the tutorials I have seen online, which I kind of put a pause to watching because I just started feeling so overwhelmed and feeling like I was doing my makeup all wrong all my life. But I do believe that I started with a good, I think it starts with a good understanding of your face, and I've kind of gathered that everybody has a different technique, and that usually the end product kind of always ends up turning out the same. I think the one big takeaway that I had was prep your skin before you put on makeup. So for me, because I have dry skin, I am loading up the moisturizer, the face oil, moisturizer and face oil, and illuminating stuff. So that really works well with me because I think a lot of my makeup that I've chosen is a little bit drying for me. And so by the end of the day or wherever, it often started looking cakey and dry. But I think that's just experience and trial and error from, you know, instead of using like a heavy thick foundation or a mattifying foundation, I lean more towards the moisturizing and the illuminating, and it works best for me. With that said, I haven't explored foundation sticks. I do have one in here that I don't think I'm gonna go into with because it's just it's by NARS, and it's a stronger coverage. I can maybe go on it with my chin a little bit, but no, not today. It's not part of the weekend summer look. So I'm just gonna go in there with this, and I love blush. Honestly, I can totally omit the first 3 or 4 steps that I had and just use blush, and I'd be happy. And I arguably go overboard and maybe a little bit too high, and really get in there with on my nose. And this trick where you put it on your eyelids and it just, love the look. So honestly, this is pretty much it. I could go in there again with the bronzer and just do like a little dusting over, little dusting under, just secure everything, and just like pat on. Very meditative this Friday afternoon. Then yeah, just kind of. Now, without going overboard, I may or may not put on a little bit of mascara, just ever so slightly, because I want my lashes to look like they have nothing on them. But this product is probably my favorite product by Tom Ford, and I think it might be my first cream eyeshadow. And it's this, I don't know if he just does this exclusively for his wet ones, for his, this type of cream, that's the word, cream eyeshadows, but it also comes with a mega there we go. So honestly, just go in with my finger and brush across, just ever so effortlessly. And because it's a cream, it comes off pretty easy. I totally missed the brows, but that's all right. I'm just gonna go in there with a little bit of brow gel anyway, so just like that, just a little swoop around and then out, and gives it a little bit more. And you can go up after, but it's really, really easy to use, very user friendly, very fun. It's buildable. You can wipe it off with your finger. It's just so good. So I will line the eye around just like this, because backtracking, I do think I'm gonna apply some little bit of mascara just on the top lashes. And then, yeah, I could probably use a little bit more blush. Did I go in too much here? Maybe just a little bit. So it's kind of what it looks like. And yeah, more blush. You could never have too much blush. So just there you have it. But I'm not finished yet because I still have to do my hair. So let's see. Sometimes I also like to just again finish it off, or with the beauty blender, again blend everything together. If there's still some leftover product, it will kind of add that to it. There you go. Now let's get in with a little bit of curls. I have slight trauma, slight PTSD from the burn this guy gave me. And honestly, it was this tip. Like, I literally did that. So, yeah. Then I'm gonna comb these out, and it's gonna be very easy. I'm talking effortless. I'm talking spend no time rushing, or what's the word I'm thinking of? Spend no time wasted on the outdoors. We want to milk as much as we can outside. I really feel like I should be playing some sort of Zen music in the back while I'm doing this. I'm feeling very calm. Very calm today. I made some cancellations in my day, and I had to deal with feeling bad about it. I know that I shouldn't, but I just hate, I don't know, inconveniencing people, but I truly believe that if you need time to take it, people are forgiving and will understand. So I've been very slow today, moving at my own pace. So that's why I should be playing Zen music right now. But it is Friday, and I do hope that at the very least, I just want to put in an effort and feel good. So I think I'm kind of happy. There's just this bit here. Okay, and then I'm gonna comb it out so it'll all blend in together. Pretty sure I was resting this on a laundry basket, and I'm pretty sure it singed it a little bit, and I'm pretty sure the plastic is now in my hair, which is always fun. Does anyone else struggle with this other side? I think I struggle more with doing this with a flat iron. Somehow I just can't get it. Okay, we'll do this little piece. This will be the wild, in case my Zen Friday turns into a wild party. It'll be thanks to this curl. this side was a little bit crimpier anyways. So yeah, I'm picking up like big chunks, small chunks. It's very messy and very beachy. Feeling. Okay, then we'll go out. Yeah, we'll go this way. Okay. Yeah, we had such lovely weather this week. It was a pretty busy week for me though, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie at all. What is happening here? There's like a little, this area. Okay, so I'm just gonna divide that. One, start here. Okay. So I'm gonna give it a good shake. A little finger comb through, bangs, and there you have it. My summer weekend get ready with me look. I am going to change my outfit and I am going to continue on with the rest of my day. I have just some things I gotta finish up and then I will see where the evening takes me. So if you haven't subscribed yet and you like this video, please do. If you're interested in the products that I used, I will link them below. And that's it. See you later.